Content marketing is, still one of the most powerful ways to drive targeted traffic and win over new customers. It doesn't seem to be slowing down anytime soon.
Yeah, it's really fascinating how it continues to evolve. So, why do you think it's so crucial for building brand awareness specifically?
Well, it's not just about traffic generation, it's about putting your brand on the map.
Right.
Brand awareness is all about how familiar consumers are with your brand.
So it's more than just recognizing a logo or a product?
Exactly. It's about knowing and remembering your brand by name.
Yeah.
For new and growing brands, getting their foot in the door is key to acquiring more customers over time.
So how does content marketing influence that?
Well, it plays a huge role in search. Brand awareness and SEO are closely linked.
Can you give an example of that?
Sure. Remember when fidget spinners blew up on social media?
Oh, yeah.
People saw them online and then flocked to Google to search for them.
Right. Searches for fidget spinners skyrocketed.
Exactly. So social media trends can drive search behavior. A holistic content marketing strategy increases visibility and drives organic traffic.
So the more people are aware of your brand, the more they search for it?
Precisely. And using SEO to your advantage can also drive brand awareness.
Right.
Even if people don't know your brand name yet, you can target non-branded search terms.
That's smart. So, like optimizing for small business invoicing software instead of your brand name?
Yes. Then users encounter your brand when searching for solutions.
Yeah.
It's their first touch point with your brand.
That makes sense. So, what's the first step in using content marketing to build brand awareness?
Well, step 1 is researching your target market and audience. You need to know who you're talking to before you start creating content.
How do you suggest businesses go about that?
Conducting market research, surveys, and using tools like Google Forms.
Right.
Ask your potential audience about their struggles and what solutions they've tried.
That helps tailor your content to their needs?
Exactly. It ensures you're addressing real problems and not just making assumptions.
Yeah.
It makes your content more relevant and engaging.
But isn't it time-consuming to do all that research?
It can be, but it's invaluable. Without it, you might be creating the wrong type of content for the wrong audience.
That's a good point. So, what's next after identifying your audience?
Then you define your brand's unique selling proposition.
The
It's
USP.
what sets your brand apart in the marketplace.
Yeah, but isn't that just like a slogan?
Not quite. It's more about highlighting your key selling points and the value you offer.
Right.
It becomes the foundation of all your marketing efforts.
Got it. So, after the USP, what's the next tactic?
Creating non-branded searchable web content.
Okay.
Optimizing for terms that your potential customers are searching for.
So even if they don't know your brand, they can still find you?
Exactly. It's a way to drive organic traffic and introduce your brand to new users.
Yeah.
It's their first encounter with your business.
That's clever. What about strategic partnerships?
Oh, forging industry partnerships is huge. Networking with other businesses can lead to referrals and increased visibility.
But how do you use content to build those partnerships?
You can collaborate on content, like guest blogs or webinars.
Right.
Share insights on social media. Engage with other professionals.
That builds authority and trust within the industry?
Exactly. Plus, you tap into each other's audiences. It's a win-win situation.
Speaking of guest blogs, is publishing on third-party websites still effective?
Absolutely. It's a way to leverage other sites' authority. You can reach a larger audience than on your own site alone.
And it's not just about backlinks, right?
Right? It's about sharing your expertise and building your brand's reputation. It's more than just SEO benefits.
What about influencer marketing? Is that still relevant?
Definitely. Influencers can help amplify your brand message.
Okay.
Collaborating with them can introduce your brand to new audiences.
But isn't that expensive for small businesses?
Not necessarily. Micro-influencers can be more affordable and have highly engaged audiences.
Right.
It's about finding the right fit.
I see. So, how important is data in driving your content strategy?
It's crucial. Let data drive your content.
Yeah.
Use analytics to understand what content is performing and adjust accordingly.
So we're not just guessing what works?
Exactly. It's about making informed decisions based on real performance. It saves time and resources.
Diversifying content is also mentioned. Can you elaborate on that?
Sure. Try different types of content. Blogs, videos, podcasts. See what resonates with your audience.
But shouldn't we focus on one format to maintain consistency?
Well, starting broad helps you identify what works best.
Yeah,
Then you can focus your efforts accordingly.
that makes sense. What about social listening tools?
Utilizing social listening helps you gauge how people talk about your brand.
Mm,
You can adjust your messaging based on sentiment analysis.
so we're actively shaping the conversation?
Exactly. It gives you the opportunity to own the narrative.
Right.
It's powerful for brand management.
Establishing a content publishing strategy is also key, right?
Yes, consistency is
Yeah.
crucial. A schedule keeps you accountable and helps maintain your brand message.
What happens if we're inconsistent?
You risk confusing your audience and losing engagement. Consistency builds trust over time.
Owning branded and non-branded conversations? Is that about being active in industry discussions?
Exactly. Participate in broader conversations, not just about your brand.
Right.
It increases your visibility and positions you as an industry leader.
But isn't that spreading ourselves too thin?
Not if you manage it well.
Yeah.
It actually opens up more opportunities for engagement.
Lastly, you mentioned the follow-up. Why is that important?
Don't forget the follow-up.
Right.
Engaging with your audience after initial contact keeps your brand top of mind.
So things like email campaigns and retargeting ads?
Exactly. It's about nurturing those relationships, turning encounters into lasting connections.
Well, this has been really insightful.
Glad you think so.
Yeah,
Content marketing is a powerful tool for building brand awareness when used strategically.
definitely. Time to put these tactics into action.